This grant is being provided for a project studying the impact of race and the uterine and gut microbiome on the progression and treatment of endometrial cancer. This is the first funded grant that I've received for my research in gynecologic cancers and will allow us to better understand the interplay that the microbiome has in endometrial cancer treatment. We know already work that's been done by groups at UNC in the past that there are differences in the gut and uterine microbiome by race in endometrial cancer, but we haven't really studied it in advanced cancer, endometrial cancer patients or patients receiving. So endometrial cancer is one of the cancers in which the disparity gap between Black and white patients is the most significant. And we are hoping to study the gut and uterine microbiome in endometrial cancer patients receiving immunotherapy in order to better understand the differences that may play a role in treatment efficacy. In other cancer types, they've seen that using fecal microbiota transplant and other therapies to alter the microbiome could have an impact on immunotherapy efficacy. And getting a better understanding of the role of the microbiome in this context will enable such therapies potentially for our endometrial cancer patients. This research that we are doing will allow us to enhance potentially the efficacy of immunotherapies for endometrial cancer patients, which has already been so game-changing. Furthermore, it gives us an additional understanding of the differences that underlie treatment efficacy for our Black versus white patients and allows us to potentially come up with better understanding and treatments to be able to address that gap. I am so incredibly grateful from the research grant funding that it provides for young investigators. I can name several colleagues and mentors who have had their research careers started through this funding, and that really enables groundbreaking research to be done in the gynecologic cancers and for us to be able to be at the same level as the other cancer types. I think it's also just so important from raising awareness about the gynecologic cancers for the public, as well as just education for our own patients.